Okay, welcome back everybody. This video is going to be talking about fin subs and fin dom on the internet. There's places like Twitter we'll look at, there's places like TikTok that we'll look at, but for those that are not informed, fin subs are men who make a living, they have money, and as a form of sexual pleasure, they pay women online to disrespect them. That's really all it is. It's a form of like dominatrix ship. You're familiar with that. It's where women dominate men for sexual fetish. You know, while I'm saying these things out loud, I'm feeling like I wish I didn't know what they meant, you know? Why can't I just be as naive as my mom, you know? Why can't I just be happy gardening? Why do I have to know that these things even exist? Why? It's not my place. God he's got a plan for me. And knowledge of fin subs and fin dom is part of that plan somehow. Anyways, that's what we're gonna be talking about today, guys. So if you wanna look at some fin subs and some really horny, sad men online, then stick around.
I hope I can make you feel something because I felt something whenever I was thinking about
Chaney. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back. Today we're gonna be looking at some fin subs and fin doms on TikTok, maybe Twitter. I don't know if I feel like it. This is probably gonna get cut from the video, isn't it? I know you. But let's get right into it.
I got a $6,000 initial tribute from a fin sub yesterday, and I am going to tell you guys all about it. So I usually take Saturdays and Sundays off, scrolling on Twitter.
Okay, $6,000. $6,000. Somebody just paid this girl $6,000? I don't even want to watch this whole thing, honestly. It's 2 minutes.
And it says, Goddess Lydia, I can't help but tribute you more since you granted me the privilege of being acknowledged by you. And this was after I responded to him.
Man, I skipped to a good part. God damn. This guy needs some help.
He sends again, and he says, Goddess Lydia, more tribute for the privilege of serving you. Sends again, and says, Goddess Lydia, more for you, ma'am. Sends again, and says, Goddess Lydia, sorry, ma'am, I tapped out one card and I have to leave room on the other. It will take me about a week to straighten it out, so it's only half of what I planned. The beginning of a very...
Wow. I don't know. It makes me kind of worried, right? I guess maybe there are just some people that are built for this. I'm not one of them. Maybe there are just some people that are predestined to be fucking losers. Anyone looking? I'm here. Oh, boy. And look at all these people. Approach me. Look at it. Trying to be a dom in like the comment section. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? It's just not that. There's no aura. There's no dom aura when you say you may approach me in a comment section. I don't know. It's not, you don't present very dominatrixy. Yes, make those piggies squeal. I want one. How do you find one? I have lots to learn from you. Looks like there's a lot of women in here wishing there was just a guy who would for some reason pay them for no reason. There are a lot of sexist comments I can make right now about how there is a surprising amount of women in here begging for a man to just give them money for no reason. But you know what? I'm not gonna make any sexist comments because I feel like what I just said is enough. First and foremost, of course you are all well aware of my distaste for expressing your sexual preferences anywhere online. I feel like there's no good medium. I don't know, it just feels a bit strange. Out in public too. My biggest thing with it is just that it's in public. Like a comment section to me is the equivalent of a public park. And the things that you say in a comment section should be something that you'd be willing to say in a large group of people at a public park. Like if you're at a public park with a bunch of people walking around, people walking their dogs and stuff, and you're also willing to say, I'm gonna touch you, little N-word. This kid is gay as fuck. I want to kill him. Or like, your fiance is ugly and I hope that you both die. The things you say in comment sections should be things that you're willing to say in a public place where people can see you and touch you physically, where they could potentially harm you. If you're confident enough to be saying these things in a comment section, you should be confident enough to be saying them in public. Because if I can scroll down Twitter and I can see on some girl's page where she's like looking for a new daddy pay pig and you're there like, yes, please, then I can make fun of you until the day's end. And I'm gonna make fun of you.
Oh, wait, yes.
20, 40, 60, 80, 100, 110, 120, 130, 140, thank you.
Good boy.
Weird. I'm really just flabbergasted. I've just got nothing to say to that. Can I pay you? DM me. Beg. Can I pay you? Beg. Guess I'm not the only one. You deserve it, got it. You deserve it all and more. 77 likes. Who sees that comment is like, yeah, this guy's got it. He just got it. He's got it. She does deserve it all month. Like, I didn't realize that the community for this was so big. I'm a teen. Can this be me, ma'am? No. I do girls' homework for free. Yawn. Oh, wow. This is such a modern mechanism. This is so us. This is so modern humanity. God, it's so over. It really is. It's so over. Need this. Oh my God, where do I find these? Loving it. What a good boy. Wow. They must beg. God loves you. Hey, he's trying. Okay. I appreciate that he's trying. I think we are ready for the end of the world. Thanks. If I was as bland as you, I'd probably want the world to end too. Oh, whoa. Got him. Got him. No, shut the fuck up, Piper Snow. He's very, very valid in saying that this is fucking weird and stupid. And you're like, oh, if I was as bland as you, if it's bland to think that this is silly, then I'm bland as fuck. This is so weird and it's dumb. So dumb. Not a fan personally, okay? The concept is weird. It's simple, but it's weird. Essentially, it's just guys who like to be demeaned, and for some reason it also involves their finances. I think that's just because, you know, like if women found out like, oh, I can just disrespect this guy and he'll pay me thousands of dollars. I mean, who the hell wouldn't take that job? It's more just the psychology of the guy who's being the pay pig, as they like to be called. I don't get it at all. Maybe it's because I just haven't had enough money to get, I've never had enough money in my possession to start worrying about my sexual preferences. My biggest thing is having money. Like, I need to have money to buy things and to do things, and there is no shot I'm gonna be giving it to some strange woman online to just make fun of me. If I'm gonna pay a woman to do anything, it's gonna be to call me beautiful. I'm gonna pay a woman to call me pretty and cool and funny. I'm not gonna pay her to make fun of me. That's what I would do with my money. That's a wise investment in my book. You know, I think about it sometimes and people are always like, oh, the rapture's coming. Oh, like, God's coming back. It's gonna be the second coming. Well, what do you think's gonna happen when God comes back to do the second coming, do his whole thing, you know, reap all souls, whatever. When he comes back and he's like, all right, guys, time to go. And like, he looks around, he sees like fin subs. He's probably just gonna be like, you know what? I don't even need to take these people to the afterlife. This is hell enough. This is hell enough. This is punishment enough. He'd just give up, go back home, watch the Packers game on Sunday. It's over. Like, I would not blame him for that. I would not blame God for turning his back on civilization. The things that you see scrolling through Twitter on a brand new account for maybe 3 hours is enough evidence that God doesn't love us anymore, or that he shouldn't love us anymore. And that's just the case. That's the sad fact of the situation, guys. Audio Jungle. 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 Do you think that this woman would have any kind of other potential career fields that she could grow into? Just wondering. Is that rude to say? Just wondering. I'm just asking. I want a pay pig. I need a pay pig. With is a pay pig. I need one bad. I need one, please. Hey, I want a pay pig. Need me one. I want one. I need this energy from a man. I want one. I want one. Anything beats working, huh? Okay, listen. I'm not an incel. I'm not a sexist, but when the case is built for you, I'm not even trying, okay? I'm not saying, no one's like convincing me of anything. There's no argument being made towards me where it's like women are lazy, they don't want to work, they just want to like sit around and be paid money. Literally, women are saying this in the comment sections, like they are acknowledging that they're lazy bastards, okay? I'm not a sexist, said the sexist. I'm trying my best here to maintain neutrality, but they are not helping themselves. This is not a good look. Plus, there's women on there that are like teaching other women how to do it, how to get fin subs. Also, there's a large amount of women that want to do it. Like, if you look in these comment sections, they're like, I can't find a pay pig. I've always wanted to do this. It's like, yeah. Everybody's always wanted to do this. Who wouldn't want to just have someone pay them money just for existing? Like, that's the easiest job known to man. And okay, let me be a little sexist for a second here. Only women could pull some shit like this off, okay? Let's acknowledge that. Only women could pull some shit like this off. You're only gonna find chicks who are gonna be fin doms. You can't act like women and men can be equal when the actuality is that women can just be paid to exist by sad enough men. There is never going to be flat equality as long as that disparity exists, and that disparity is going to always exist. There are always going to be sad loser men who want to be degraded financially. That is only some shit that some chicks would cook up. I've never seen a guy who's a fin dom. I've never seen rich women pay a guy just to exist. That doesn't happen. That doesn't happen. But you know, that's balanced, I think. That's balanced, I think, because you know, women can get pregnant and they have to carry babies for like 9 months. That's their loss. But their gain is that they have the ability to be a fin dom. That's evolution right there. That's the trade-off. Women get pregnant, 9 months, out of commission. Kind of tough. You're stuck with a child forever. But the benefit, you can be a fin dom whenever you want. So that's the natural trade-off there. Oh my gosh.
One in. One in.
Oh, wow. Hey, whoa. Oh boy. This guy's been through hell and back. Here's to hoping, right? For a brighter future for all of us. I'm worried. I look at this, it makes me a little bit upset. A little bit concerned too, but oh, is that him in a dog cage?
POV, you're my SL for V.
It is. Huh. Okay. This type of stuff, doesn't really make a lot of sense to me. You know, the more that I see this kind of f***ed up shit, the more I make these videos about sad, lame situations or weird people on the internet, the more I genuinely believe that certain people are just better than other people. Like, they're just born predisposed to live a better life. I do, to a certain extent, believe in genetic determinism. After seeing all this stuff, like, there's just too much evidence that there are people out there that are just gonna always struggle. There are people that are predestined to struggle and to fail. I don't know, man. Some of the shit you see and some of the ways people act, how could you not? How could you not think that there is some element of genetic determinism there? Because there is a correlation. There's a little correlation between fin subs and looking ugly. Hey, wild concept, I know. Hey, you might say, oh, that's mean. Oh, that's mean. I'm sorry, okay? It's just what I see. I wouldn't lie to you. That's just the way I see it, and that's how I feel. There's a clear correlation between degrading yourself in women's comment sections and being an unattractive looking guy. And I don't know why that is at all. You know, I wish it could be different. But it's not. Ugly dudes stay thirsting, and I can't help that fact. Because I'm a hot guy. I'm a hot piece of twink ass, and everybody knows it. So it might sound like I'm up in my ivory tower looking down on all the ugly, unfortunate guys in female comment sections. But let me tell you, folks, I've done my time in the trenches. I wasn't always this hot, okay? I wasn't always this jaw-droppingly gorgeous as I am today, with this amazing jawline that I earned through mewing for years and other certain amenities about my body, such as my jelqing techniques that I've used for years. I've been looks-maxing for the past decade of my life, and it has paid off tremendously, okay? I'm actually going to be starting my own brand of looks-maxing equipment, such as jelqing devices and or mewing devices, and I'm going to be helping you guys get as hot as me. It's going to be called the Chaney program. It's going to be $50 a month. You can have a Discord where you can come chat with me. You can ask questions about jelqing and jelqing. That's actually all I'm going to answer questions about. Actually, it's just going to be a jelqing Discord. I'm only going to start doing jelqing content, actually, come to think of it. Hey, yo, drop a comment if you're a jelker. Fellow jelkers, rise up. I don't mean to be one of those guys to be like, this is indicative of the collapse of society, because I don't think it is. I think it's just weird. I think it's just a new, weird fetish, and that's all. Nothing to be too concerned about. I just think it's... I'm entitled to thinking it's weird, though. I'm entitled to making fun of it, because it's worth ridicule. When you post it online, it's worth ridicule. That's my #1 policy. That's why I make fun of the stuff that I do. That's the why I make these videos, is because I just think it's funny to see these things and to share them. And if you guys enjoy seeing this type of trash, good on ya, because it's disheartening for me. Till next time, guys. The internet was never meant for this kind of abuse. Let's be real. It was meant for finding facts on early stage Wikipedia, for buying books on early stage Amazon and maybe on eBay, and maybe watching a few videos on YouTube. That was all the internet was ever meant for. The internet was never meant to live long enough to allow people to be fin subs. It was never meant to live long enough for that to even develop into a potential fetish people could have. I think that something went wrong in human evolution, I think, that sent us on a dark path. And this is what we've ended up with some fin subs, crypto millionaires paying hot women online to degrade them. They'll be like in a video on their knees and they'll be like, here's $10, $20, $30. Like, how could you be in that position? How could you be in that position physically and not think something's wrong? And not think something is wrong with your cranium? I mean, if I ever reach that position in my life, if I am ever to become a fin sub at any point in my career, in my life, nail me to a cross, okay? Nail me to a cross and leave me on that cross for as long as humanly possible, okay? Promise me that. If I ever become a fin sub, this is a promise. Find me and nail me to a cross. Okay? Thanks, guys. I always knew I could count on my fans. Anyways, that's all I gotta say about that, and I'd rather not even think about it anymore. You know, I'm gonna try not to think about it at all, actually, for the next couple of days. I'm gonna try to forget I even knew what a fin sub was. And hopefully this video has been entertaining for you, because it's been a pain for me to make. Because the concept hurts me to think about. It's a bit distressing. But that's all I gotta say. So have a good one, guys. Everybody knows I'm a motherfucking monster. If you're feeling like a pimp, go on, brush your shoulders off. Ladies is pimps too. Go on, brush your shoulders off.
It's crazy, baby. Don't forget that boy told you get that dirt off your shoulder. You gotta get that dirt off your shoulder.